Thank you for joining my channel. I want to share with you today's readings is the 12 zodiac signs, and I will do them a little bit differently than last week. I'll also show what kind of elements I use in my readings. Alright, so let's start off with the cards. I use the Druid deck. They're a little bit larger than I'd like, but they speak volume to me. The other cards that I use are known as key cards. Key cards, they just have a key drawing on the back, but they're derived from many different places, essentially the tarot deck, and they're worded in such a way that to me it speaks more, and I join these key cards as kickers to other cards or the whole reading. The other element that I use is the pentagram and how I incorporate the pentagram. I have this on my business cards or little leaflet, as you can see. People ask me what this is, and this is essentially what I'm about to show you. The cards are laid out like this, but they all represent the 5 elements. And let's bring this out so you can see it. There it is. It unfolds itself and it comes out to the 5 elements. We've got wood, fire, earth, metal, and air, and of course water right here. Okay, let me just bring that saturation a bit down, or the transparency. And so the readings that I will do today will incorporate this little pentagram. For now, let's get into the numerology. The numerology. So here's the numerology, and I'll explain it to you. So there's a lucky number square, and people have told me that this reminds them of Sudoku. I've never played the game, so I don't know, but what it essentially is, I take your birthday or any important date that you want to work on. Let's say in this example we have November 8th, 2022. The objective that I have is to fill, well, first we find out what this adds up to. 20 plus 22 plus 8 plus 11 gives you the magical number, which is 61. You break that down and you get 7 as your life path number, but we're not going to concern ourselves with that. We're just going to concern ourselves with the number 61. So these 4 numbers, the special date, the anniversary, or the date of your marriage, or the date of some other special event, and you want to generate those lucky numbers, well, I will put all the numbers in these squares, and they're specific numbers because every number has to correlate with 2 or 3 planes. For instance, the number on this square has to play with these numbers, has to play with these numbers, and it has to play with these numbers. What do I mean by that? Let me show you. So 61, I have to fill in all the numbers, right? And believe it or not, every single one of these numbers are in the position they need to be. 13 here can't be just switched over, because now all of a sudden I'll have 21 in this position, and that will not add up to 61, which is what we want. We want them all to add up to 61, every column to 61, this one adds down to 61, this one. Not only that, but also the horizontals. That 13, that 21 has to work alongside to give you, you guessed it, 61. That one has to add up, that one, and that one has to add up to 61. The diagonals, both of them have to add up to 61. The 4 adjoining corners have to add up to 61. I'll tell you right now, there's, let me just pause this. There's a lot more combinations here. I'm not going to tell them to you. That's for you to figure out when you get your own personal zodiac chart or numerology chart. But for instance, the 4 squares, they add up to 61. So let's leave it at that. That's what I use for the numerology and how I make your chart. So over on the air, and of course we have little zodiacs, numerology. Let me talk about these for a little bit. There's also this reading. You will tell me which one of these appeals to you most. I'll put them down here and I'll give you a little reading based off this. And of course, this magical number square is related to other readings, and I will give them for the zodiac sign like I did last week. So that's it. We've got the lucky numbers, the elements, the pentagram, and so let's begin the zodiac readings for September 5th to September 11th. Enjoy the reading. Thank you. Hey Capricorn, how are ya? Welcome to your reading. How are ya? Feeling better? Let's take a look what the September 5th to September 11th have in store for Capricorn. Capricorn, hard-working people. Hard-working. They'll climb that ladder. They'll take a lot of grief, but they keep climbing. Resilient sign. Capricorns usually don't believe in Zodiac or any of this stuff, and they'll be the first ones to tell you that. I'm a Capricorn. I don't believe in this stuff. That's funny, isn't it? All right, Capricorn. This is for you. What does that week, September 5th to September 11th, have in store for you? Let's bring up the elements again. Look at, this is you. Wood. Fire, where you going. Earth, where you going then. Metal and water. And let me just tell you right now, I'm sweating so badly. It's hot. Almost every sign had to see me wipe myself. Where are you, Capricorn? Oh, the Lover's card. Right away, starting with the Lover's card. Oh, the King of Pentacles. Of course, there's going to be money involved. You might feel like someone's restricting you in the family. Matters of the family, matters of work. Here we are. Celebratory, celebrate, even in work. You might have to. Whatever's burning in the background of this King of Pentacles is old work, and there's new stuff to look forward to. How are you ending the week? You're ending it with the Prince of Wands. News of maybe other work real fast. It's coming to you very quickly. The Wands, it's about an idea of a potential new journey. And this is for Capricorn, the figures. The love relationship. Yes, that's how we're starting off. Someone's looking over you. Let's take a... It just caught my eye. So if it caught my eyes, it must mean there's a reason. And you know what caught my eye? This, Capricorn. This caught my eye. That little reindeer. What's that little reindeer doing? Who is that little reindeer? Does he have little horns? This is you, frolicking, Capricorn. You know, it just dawned on me. If I look through the cards, you know, the Devil card has horns in the background. But you didn't get that. But I'd like to point out the connection between the 6 and the 15th card. You add up 15, you get 6. But look at the characters in the Devil card. It's the lovers. And look who's looking at them. Right? And they're the same couple in this picture as the ones in this picture. So, it must mean one of two things. It's being watched, you're enjoying it, or just, oh, let me take the close-up camera off. Or maybe the Lover's card and this entity in the back is telling us to pay attention to your love, pay attention to your relationship. New ideas as far as fire related to the Red Across, to the work, celebratory, looking for new ideas. You may feel this week that you're tied down and someone's stopping you. and your hands are tied, and you're probably thinking that someone is throwing slings and arrows at you and they're attacking you via email or via behind your back. Take care of it. There is a time for celebratory, even if it's just by yourself. Accept some company and news of new work, or just more work. Let's give these a cut. The key card: mature, nurture. It's the Empress. Remember what I told you about the Empress? No, of course not. That was for the other reading. Nurture. This is the Empress. She knows she's pregnant. It takes 9 months. It takes time. So, whatever ideas, this is the key for your reading for that week, is nurture. Nurture it. Nurture the whole thing. Everything. All right, Capricorn. Do we have lucky numbers for you, Capricorn? I think we should. Capricorn, yeah, they're the lucky numbers. Capricorn's lucky numbers. Look at that. I'm holding them. That's just for the sign, Capricorn. It's not for you specifically. If you want your own personal one, I need to do your birthday, and as I explained in the video, that's how I do it. I fill in the numbers. So that's Capricorn. Capricorn, your beautiful reading. Let's put these cards away. We're coming down to the home stretch. And of course, that was a beautiful reading for Capricorn. Let's take Capricorn away. Zodiac readings for September 5th to September 11th. And I want to please ask you to like, subscribe, share, and get the notification. That helps the algorithm a lot. And join me next week, because next week for the readings, we'll be using Zener cards. Aren't these beautiful? There's different colored ones. And there's the dark colored ones, black. We're going to mix them together, and we're going to give readings, and depending on what color comes up, we'll be using the low shoe square, or maybe the elemental star, and put them along each element. So we'll see if we do that, if we do the low shoe square with the numbers that I've had, and you pick out a key card. We'll figure it out, but join me next week. It should be a very interesting reading. So please, once again, like, share, subscribe, press that button. Thank you very much. Until then, have a wonderful week. Ciao.